Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to Friday, which only means one thing. Welcome to Runescape 3 Marketwatch. And in terms of updates this week, nothing too big. They announced Dragon Wilds, which again, I know lots of content creators have jumped on. I am very much interested in this, and maybe when the game's released, we'll do like a nice little starter series, just to branch out into something new and fresh. However, in terms of updates this week, we have April comes early, a bit of bug fixes, a lot of bugs as a result. And also we have the brand new quest, Pharaoh's Folly, coming to the game on Monday. In terms of that, nothing too major in terms of the game, and we're not here for that anyway. We are here for one thing and one thing only. This is Marketwatch, where we go through price rises and price falls on the Runescape 3's website Grand Exchange, just to pick out any trends, anything going up in price, any money makers you can pick up during the week, just to make a little bit more money in your Runescape 3 time. So as always, let's get started with price rises, and let's see where we're going to go from this. So starting from the top already, we can see quite a lot of gems, which I kind of agree with anyway. I've always thought that gems at the minute are currently quite heavily underpriced, so it's nice to see that these are getting a bump up in price. So starting from the top, Uncut Emerald, 964 GP each. We have Rune Darts, 45 GP as well. Uncut Sapphires, 756, and Uncut Rubies, 541. Still think that the Uncut Ruby is heavily underpriced. The Uncut Ruby is literally just under half the price of an Emerald, and it's considerably more XP. So if you are looking to train your crafting in preparation for 110 crafting come to the game, which is kind of why I think all the gems are actually here, is because of 110 crafting, and we have a sort of date of around June to expect it. Rubies are definitely going to be the best way for you to train your XP, although I have done some videos lately going through battle staffs and other methods as well, which can be very good to train your crafting. We have a Red Topaz 1.4k, a Cut Sapphire 426, and we have a couple of cosmetics there as well. A Cut Emerald is 900 GP each, and Radiant Energy is 278 GP as well. Ghostly Essence is 3.2k each, a Spirit Memento 30.9, and a Runite Stone Spirit continuing to go up 2.2k there. We have the Masterwork Staff still very far behind its actual price, 21.4 on the Grand Exchange, but it will absolutely be nowhere near that. We have an Uncut Moonstone at 340.7k, and the Powerful Ghostly Ink 18.1. 18.1 is a decent price for Powerful Ghostly Ink, and definitely a price where it might be worth buying your GE limits of it and also making that ink. It'll be decent XP. You'll also make a decent amount of profit in the meantime as well. We have a Fragile Memento, just over 5,000 coins. Congealed Blood gone back up. Again, 4,000 coins was where it sort of like hit its bottom, and it's bounced as a result. I think Congealed Blood doesn't come into the game often enough to go any lower than 4,000 coins. And we've seen, like with lead up to double XPs, just how much they can spike as a result. I do also think on the side as well, normally what they've done with these 110 skills is release them after a double XP, or a double XP live nowadays. And I do think that before crafting, we're going to go and receive that again. So it might have been a good place to actually invest at that price and hold on until the double XP is announced. It's not confirmed. It's not anything like that. It's not been sort of said that it's going to be released. It's just with common trends of the recent 110 releases, there's always been a double XP beforehand. Sailfish is 3.2k for a cooked one, and sorry, skip the Ascension Shard, 3.7k there. Back on the rise again. Ascension Bolts really did go up in price because there just wasn't the volume for the demand, and he went up as a result. Spirit Weed Seeds, 1.8k for that. We have Oak Planks, 876 GP each. Gelling Crystals, 9.5k, and a Carambola Seed, 11.4. Orichalcum Bars going back up in price, 9.9k there. I actually managed to pick up quite a bit of cheap Orichalcum ore off the back of last week's video, so hopefully, for me personally as well, that goes up for a little bit as well. The Saturated Eternal Magical Staff, 1.7 mil there. Dwarf Wheat Seed, 1.1k, and a Blood Wheat Seed, 21.9. Cabbage, 2,000 coins each, and a Chef Hat is 6.8k. Nature Talisman, 4.4k each, and a Ripper Demon Scroll, 7.5. Elder Seed, 28.3k, and a Sea Singer's Hood, 7 mil there. Royal Dragon Leather, unsurprisingly, just under 3,000 coins each. Big rise for last week. 2.6k is exceptionally cheap for Royal Dragon Leather, and the kind of XP you're going to get per hour is going to be pushing 500k, so it's always made sense for that's gone up in price. Stalker Creature Wildcard, 10.3. Crystal Shapeshifter, 5.9. I just think these have got to a point where they're too cheap and people will buy them to get the Slayer XP while hunting something like the Hex Hunter Bow or something similar to that. A Cut Moonstone is 276k each, and an Essence of Finality Ornament Kit is 52 mil. Red Spider Eggs, 127 GP each, a Super Sorrow Brew, 116k, and Ultra Compost on the way back up, just under 6,000 coins. For criminal bolts, 137 GP each, we have a vital spark 482k, which does provide an awful lot of extra GP for your corrupted creatures or anything in the Menopause Slayer dungeon. We have Great Scale to the Ink, 11.4k for that. We have Infernal Ashes 573, a 4-dose anti-fire 15.6. Gold bars at 2.5k. I do think 2.3 was a little cheap, so it's bounced up because of that as well. Definitely worth keeping an eye out of. Gold bars, I've said this numerous times over the market watches over the past couple of years, are a fantastic investment. Gold bars will always go up because the price of gems now is so cheap. Willow Logs 1.1k each, Super Prayer Renewals 34.6, Blood of Orcus 12.2, and a Super Strength 3-dose is just over 9,000 coins. Spirit Weed in 10.6, 26.2k, which is a very, very good price. Never really seen the Spirit Weed sticks go that price. And as you can see, it's very consistent over the past sort of like couple of months. It's on its way up in price. And Ascension Bolts is 3.2k. So a very mixed bag in terms of this week. So things which have gone up in price. Obviously crafting supplies, the 110 crafting post was always going to hit and always going to push certain things. I think the Spirit Weeds in 10 sticks are very good ones to jump on, especially if you have the perk to make them twice as quick. We have gold bars as well as all the crafting supplies. We have inks as well. Ghostly inks are on the way back up. Seed prices still seem to be going up for certain seeds. And yeah, that's really it this week. Crafting supplies seem to be the big one going up, but it's kind of expected. Orichalcum, after having sort of a big crash over double XP, and after double XP, it seems to be going back up. But the main focus of price rises this week does seem to be crafting. Nothing really in terms of GP making. It's more of its supplies to gather and stuff can be up in price as well. Blood of Orcus is a nice AFK, and the inks are very good to do as well if you've got the limit on the Grand Exchange. So starting with price falls, as always, we will skip all of the cosmetic stuff. So we have Astral Runes at 624 GP each. Golden Dragon Fruit Seed 1.5k, and Magical Thread now on the way down 1 mil. And that was always the dangerous thing with something which is quite niche related is the pouch. Once people get their pouch sorted, then it starts to go down on the downward trend because it's not something which is going to be continuously used. Once people's got this item, then that's it, they're pretty much done. We have an Emerald Ring at 4.1k, we have Sapphire Necklaces at 3.6, and the Ancient Gravel 1.3k, which could actually be a decent price for Ancient Gravel if you're looking to screen soil. All you need to do is kind of sit on that gravel for a while until that set sort of starts to spike and go up in price, and you can actually make a fair bit from that as well. Sorry Brews, 7.9k for a 4-dose. Again, that is one I'd keep an eye on. Currently, you could also say that like turn them into flasks would make profit. Again, you'll need to work out the GP, see if it does make sense, but sometimes you can make money just converting the 4-dose into a flask. Grimoire page on the way down, 5.1 mil. We have the Roar of Awakening and the Ode to Deceit on the way down, 130 mil each. Again, it had a nice little run back up, but I think they're starting to level out and just sort of settle on their price now anyway. We have the Tectonic Energy, 504k each. The Spectral Lens, 36.1 mil, so that's continuously got up to the point where it's sort of settling now to where it's going to find its price. On its way down, it'll probably bounce in the next week or two, and then probably settle around 37, 38 mil. We have a Maple Frame, 34.1k, Equipment Siphon, just under 200k each, and a Ring of Dueling, 7,000 coins there. Reinforced Dragon Bones, 55.1k, Rune Ore, 3.6, a Crystal Weapon Seed, 64.2k, and Dark Amica, 5.4k there. That could be one to keep an eye on, because you can sort of pick up a decent price. It's the lowest it's been in sort of 6 months, but again, this might be the sort of long-term effect of Primal. Maybe people don't need Dark Amica as much as they did, because again, Elder Rune isn't really the top tier it used to be. Draconic Energy, 451k each. We have a Primal Pickaxe plus 5, 2.1 mil, and Granite 2k, 2.9k each. Decorated Mining Lands, 11.8k, Super Defense 4-dose, 8.5, Soda Ashes 53 GP each, and Anti-Dragon Shield is 4,000 coins. Magic Note Paper, 577, Ascension Key Quintus, 102k, Dragon Dart Tip, 3.9, and we have a slight downgrade on the Composite Bows, the Fortunate Components down to 1.1 mil each. Scrimshaw Vampirism is 1 mil there. Primal Stone Spirit's gone down, 17.4k. Maybe picking up if you're someone who likes to do this as an AFK. I did a video earlier in the week to say this is how I'm planning to do my AFK mining. So for me, I might actually pick up some more. Maybe even lowball at 15k, see if we can pick some up there. Pure Essence down to 195. Impure Essence 314. Syrian Ashes 42k each. So that's Aggression Potions slightly on the way down, depending on if people are still buying. And a couple of other bits, Cerocian Insignia as well, 8.2k. So pretty similar to price rises, a mixed bag, nothing too stand out, nothing too like big here, but there are definitely some things to keep an eye out and like invest if you want to as well. Primal Stone Spirits is one I've mentioned, but that would appeal to me because I'm looking to do that for mining. Super Defenses, again, very good. Decorated Mining Urns, yeah, very good there. The 2K Granite's a good one because people buy the 500 grams on a double XP, so you could definitely make some GP with that if you're looking to think long term. Dark Hammercut, always one which will sort of like cause interesting stuff. Reinforced Dragon Bones, people who train prayer. Maple Frames at 34k is a very good sort of price to train your construction. And Ring of Dueling actually got to a pretty decent price there. 7k is quite high. So Ring of Duelings have sort of been around the 8k mark and they've been a great moneymaker for me on previous accounts as well. Definitely one to keep an eye out because it could be a really good investment and flip. Not that anyone really uses Ring of Duelings anyway. Astral Runes as well going down to 624. If you're planning to do like a lot of Screening Soil or a lot of other sort of lunar spells, it's very low for now. Definitely one to look at to pick up as well. However, that's going to be the end of Marketwatch. Let me know what you guys are planning to do over the next week. Investments, flips, or money-making methods. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope you guys are enjoying the videos for this week. I'm really happy to say we're kind of back. Done a full week. Got tomorrow, Sunday, already uploaded, ready to go. So hopefully keep up with the schedule and routine once again. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.